You understand why I must be alert. Correct, Corwin?
I do, sir.
We aren't dealing with regular thieves at cut presses here. These poachers are swift, used to hunting beasts with blade and bow. But we are not beasts. These men aren't blessed to be the way I've trained you. They blend with nature, and they won't hesitate to kill you if given the opportunity. Come along now, before we lose the sun. You seem tense, Corwin.
Is it unreasonable for a man to be alert on duty?
No, but there's a difference between fear and weariness. You mustn't allow yourself to grow weary when you needn't.
I understand. I just wasn't expecting it.
It's good you're looking up for these men, but you need not worry now. The fish won't hurt you.
What I don't get is that just an hour ago, you had your blade ready for some birds, but because I was startled by some fish, I'm being overly cautious?
From where we are right now, we would have had to have lost our hearing to allow anything to sneak up on us. That's one thing about being a knight, Corwin. It's understanding your surroundings and knowing when to rest and when to be ready.
I understand, sir.
My blade holds no strength without its wielder.
My blade holds no strength without its wielder.
The king, the people, and the land I shall protect until my last drop of blood soaks the battlefield.
The king, the people, and the land I shall protect until my last drop of blood soaks the battlefield.
I kneel to the king and swear to carry out his justice.
I kneel to the king and swear to carry out his justice.
True victory is one fought valiantly. Shall I tell your mother her son was unmanned by trees?
These men, they're desperate, aren't they?
What makes you say that?
These poachers, they're like thieves, rats. And like rats, shouldn't they just be exterminated?
Well, we are the sword that swings, not the judge who condemns.
Shouldn't we just strip them from the opportunity to hang on the gallows and just finish them where they stand?
Well, when your words worry me, do not misinterpret our duty. It is the honorable thing to do as a knight to let these men stand trial, regardless of their fate. Corwin, what is the core principle of knighthood?
Is this a question?
It's honor. Always honor. That's the difference between you me, and the poachers hiding in these woods. They would kill us without hesitation, but we will fight with integrity, nobility, and the defense of our kingdom until we pay the reapers due.
I understand.
That's them! Stop where you are!
Corwin, stop! It's a shame your friend had to die in such a underwhelming way. I am Sir Garrick IronThorn, and I have been given the honorable task of bringing you peasants into justice. So surrender now, and pray you live to see the cold chains press against your wrists.
In a few minutes, you're gonna realize the big fucking mistake you just made.
Indulge me. That's 2 so far, but I recall the warrant calling for 3. And I know you're still out there. So surrender yourself now, and spare yourself a fate similar to your brethren. There you are.
No, stop! Ah! Stop! Stop! Oh my god! Stop! Ah! No! No!
Shut
no!
up! Stay close, Corwin. You come into the King's land, you kill His Majesty's animals, and for what? Something to fill your belly.
You preach on this high and mighty lifestyle, yet you look down on me like someone lesser than yourself. Until you lived a day in my shoes, you'll never understand hunger.
Do not blame your hunger for your selfish lust for crime. When one allows himself to break the King's law, he forfeits all pity and diligence. Is that amusing, thief? Why can't you behave like the rest of society?
Of course you label me as a thief. I can't even fathom your self-imposed ignorance. I won't and will never be confined to your societal expectations because I do not have to. Not everyone needs to be some white knight in shining armor who kneels to some fat, lazy bastard king to do his vile biddings for him. I have to live with the situation that I've been given, and I sure as hell will not humor the words of some spoiled, dishonorable servant of a gluttonous monster.
Enough! You dare, even for a second, look at me and tell me I have no honor? Look at yourself, you filthy, disgusting vulture. You put yourself in this situation, and we are all responsible for our own fate.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
Shut your mouth. It is through my honor alone that you do not befall the same fate as your brethren. So I suggest you enjoy the fresh air. You do not have many days left as a free man. You let your guard down, Corwin. I hope you understand that leaving me like that to chase them could have been catastrophic for the both of us. Your emotions trump your will. You're showing weakness in places I never before thought you would. A knight must maintain his composure. Because when you let fear into your heart, you not only endanger yourself, but those you care about as well. Corwin!
Sorry, sir. I just wanted to show you that I could stop those poachers myself. I thought to myself that if I stopped them right then and there, then maybe I could be knighted.
Knights aren't born of one great deed, Corwin. They are forged through their hardships and tribulations. Corwin, let me tell you something. Before I became a squire like you, I lived my youth on a farm with my family. Eventually my mother got sick, and my only other sibling faced the same fate. Soon enough it was just myself and my father, and every day he'd take me to a stream, similar to this. So badly he wanted to train me to fish, but to be perfectly honest with you, I had no interest whatsoever in fishing. And one day, as we were returning home empty-handed, I heard the sound of It was an eagle flying away with a salmon in its mouth, and I watched as it swiftly caught its prey before I even knew it was there. It disappeared before I could get a look, and from that moment on, I knew I wanted to be like that eagle. So every day I trained. I'd wake at dawn and sneak back to the Sherman practice. So when my father and I eventually returned to the river, I went in there with my sharpened stick, and I presented to him our dinner for the night. Never had I seen him more impressed. Ironically, he didn't even acknowledge the salmon. All he did was look at me and say, "You are an eagle in the sky. You will fly above the land and live with purpose, pride, and honor."
So it seems like you and the poachers aren't so different.
No. That night, as I was sleeping, I was woken by the sounds of screaming from outside. And being the naive boy I was, with an inflated ego, I ran out to see what was going on. And I saw the chickens were gone, the fence covered in blood, and there by the door lay my father, gutted like a fish. I saw a man with a bloodied bag on his back, running away, and I was so consumed with anger. So badly I wanted to go after the man. I wanted to rip his eyes out, cut his hands up. I wanted to make him pay for what he did to my father. But I let the rage pass through me, because I live because I don't act with anger but with reason. I live because I've learned to let go, even if it's the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Because the blade holds no strength unless the one who wields it possesses strength not here, but here. And I know you won't let me down again, Corwin.
I won't, sir. No honor, no justice, no pride. Kneel. You preach on this pacifistic existence, fighting only for survival. But you didn't do that for Sir Garrick, did you?
I'm sorry.
Kneel.
Please, I didn't mean to do this.
Kneel.
I'm sorry, please let me live!
Kneel!
Please stop. The only reason I killed him was because I thought you guys were gonna be hunting me the rest of my life.
You're right.
Let's go.